Welcome back, everyone. Today we're going to go to Kvatch to find the Emperor's bastard son, because Joffrey told me to. So, I could just take the direct route and go through this wilderness here and get there faster. But I wanted to travel along the roads because you'll have a better chance of finding bandits along the way. You might say, why would you want to find bandits along the way? Well, so I can kill them and loot them, that's why. And also you might find some people acting on their radiant AI and traveling from city to city. That's always fun. Let's see. What level am I? Still level 1. 60% towards level 2. Almost there. Let's see, how's my armor skill doing? It hasn't gone up since I selected it as a major skill. So maybe I should just find some low-level enemy and let it hit me a few times. Before I do that, let's switch the FOV. Normally I like my FOV to be like 90 or above, but in this game if you make it above 80, then you can start seeing like gaps between your arms and your shoulders. So this guy's a highwayman. If you get close enough to him, he'll chase after you. But if you're able to outrun him and get out of his little territory here, then he'll just give up on you, interestingly enough. I don't know, I guess he's scared to venture too far away from there. I guess it'd be silly to have a highwayman follow you all the way back to a town, because then he could just get killed by the guards. So that's the game's way of preventing that from happening. I could just sit back and watch him get killed by this wolf, but I have skills to increase.
This is a hold-up. Hand it over or die.
Please, I don't have any money.
That's fine. This one will kill you for free.
He thinks I'm all helpless and stuff. He's about to get a surprise.
You move like a pregnant cow.
No, don't hit me. That hurts. Ow. Stop it. Please don't kill me. See if I can get another skill increase. Nah, probably die before I do. I would be better off just finishing him off. See, as I mentioned before, I don't like how the armor skill works in this game. I guess one way to make it better would be to make it so your armor skill increases when you use the block skill. Aha. So I can level up now. But, unlike Morrowind, you can't just rest anywhere to level up. You have to find a bed. And that's pretty tedious. when you need to find a bed, you can go into town and find a tavern. But it's usually easier just to fast travel to a bandit camp that you found before. So like if fast travel weren't a thing, that would not make any practical sense whatsoever, but you know, gotta have fast travel even though it breaks the immersion. So you're a conjurer, eh? I can conjure too. Fortunately, skeletons are much weaker than scamps. Altham's Insect. So this is a DLC where you can get spell tomes. Where is it? That's a mysticism spell. I'm not really going to add that to my spellbook. Because I'm not going to be using mysticism spells. There's really no downside to having a lot of spells in your spellbook, except that it's harder to find the spells that you want to cast. So, that's why I'm not adding it. And some people think that the Spell Tomes DLC is lame. And yeah, I guess I'd kind of agree with that. I don't think it'd really be worth, like, paying $5 to just have Spell Tomes. But, I do like to have them in the game because otherwise, with no spell tomes, the only way you can get spells is to go to spell shops. So like, how do the spell vendors get the spells? You know, they have to read the tomes so that they know the spells so they can teach them to you, right? So it's more immersive, I think. I'm wondering if I should just go into town to find a bed. Oh, I need to repair my stuff. Should probably go into town and get some repair hammers. I can get some when I go to Kvatch, though. Going east. Should not be going east. Well, the road goes east and then it goes west. That's fine. I guess I could go to this inn right here. So I can show you the inns and what they're like. This guy hangs out here at some parts of the day.
So, what brings you here today? Welcome to the Walnut Inn. Could I interest you in a room or perhaps a bit of wine?
I'll just take the room.
There's a fresh bed available to anyone who's got the 10 gold. Would you like it? So be it. Head upstairs and look for the last door on your right. Have a fine journey and keep yourself safe.
And this guy, I believe he's with the Dark Brotherhood.
Psst. Hey, you. Yeah, you. Come here. I got what you need. You need something special? Check out my wares. You won't find this stuff at your local general store, that's for damn sure.
So let's see.
Can I interest you in some of my wares?
At this level he just sells a few weapons, but I think when you get to the higher levels he sells stuff like various poisons. I think he even sells poisoned apples. So.
Walk always in the shadow of Sithis.
Shadow of Sithis, yeah, that outs him as a Dark Brotherhood member, because Dark Brotherhood people worship Sithis. So It's interesting that he'd be so open about mentioning Sithis, seeing as people don't really think highly of the Dark Brotherhood. With good reason too, I mean they're a bunch of murderers. So leveling up works about the same as it did in Morrowind. The amount of attribute points that you have to dump into your skills depends on how much you've increased skills that the attributes govern. So I'm going to increase my speed and endurance. Just going to work on my combat skills early on.
Psst. Hey, you.
Okay. So it's really windy and foggy. It's unusual. Usually when it's windy, it would just blow away the fog, right? Well, now it's getting less foggy, so that, yeah, that makes sense. So these are alien ruins. They've been here for like thousands of years. They're usually inhabited by a bunch of bandits, because there's stuff to loot in there. That guy can see me, I think. He sees something. Well, you can't seem to get past that point there. Okay, there he goes. So the level of loot that bandits drop in this game is entirely dependent on level. And there's no... I don't believe there's any level cap on the stuff that they drop. So... a bit of lag there. So if you're at a really high level, you'll see bandits running around in Daedric and glass armor. So here's a Daedric shrine. All the Daedric shrines in this game look roughly the same. They're just a statue of a Daedric prince. And it has some Daedra worshippers sitting around it. I'm just going to walk towards it so I can mark on my map, so I can fast travel to it if I ever want to. So if you're wondering how I'm able to cast the healing spell so quickly, it's because I'm holding block while holding the cast key. I don't know if it's a bug or what, but when you do that, it allows you to cast spells quicker. These goblins are part of a clan called the White Skin. Didn't mean to pick that up. So like various different goblin clans in this game. Oh, I forgot I had that claymore. I'll use that instead. I don't know if it really affects anything about the gameplay. Have like this political structure of goblins, but yeah. And I'm out of hammers. Luckily, I am right near a town. It's called Skingrad. It's known for its vineyards. I believe the Count of Skingrad is a vampire. His name is Count Dracula. Well, okay, not really. But so this is probably my favorite town. I like all the height differences around it. The vineyards are pretty. The vineyards are over here, but it'll take too long to get to them, so just go in here. I just got a map marker. For what? I'm not sure. Oh. That's the Shivering Isles thing. I guess that map marker appears as soon as you go into a city. Because that's when you hear a rumor, but there's nobody out here to spread rumors, so I did not hear a rumor. Okay, so this place probably has repair hammers. So I'll just wait until 8 AM, because that's when the shop's open. Whoops.
Here.
So this guy.
We can't talk here. Too public. Meet me behind the great chapel at midnight. Don't let anyone follow you. I'll make it worth your while.
This guy's paranoid, and he's part of a quest you can do while you're here, but I'm not going to do that because I'm kind of on a mission. Why is this shop not opening? Maybe bugged or something. Alright, I'm gonna just lockpick it, and I'm guessing once I go in there I'll see somebody standing behind the counter ready to sell me something, because this game can be retarded like that sometimes. You won't get arrested for trespassing unless they catch you picking the lock.
For the love of a... Welcome to Oblivion Traders, Skingrad's finest selection of general merchandise. I'm Gunder. Just let me know what you want. Only quality goods for sale here. What can I interest you in?
I don't think I can afford that many. Well, let me try to sell some stuff to him. Oh, so I can talk about bartering right now. Bartering in this game is kind of a streamlined version of the way it was in Morrowind. You
have a look around.
Instead of haggling for every individual item, you have like a master haggling bar here. And it's dependent on your skill in bartering, of course, and also how much the person likes you. So I'm going to make them like me a little
We'll
better.
see.
This is the dialogue minigame.
Don't try to manipulate me.
Basically what you do is you just...
Is that so?
You want to get the biggest one of these where they're smiling when you do that. That's a great explanation, I'm sorry.
Oh, well done.
It's hard to explain it while I'm trying to do it. Okay, so if you get the biggest part of the wheel in here, the idea is to get the biggest part of the wheel in either admire, joke, coerce, or boast, and if it makes him smile really big, then you want to get a really big one here, because that make him like you a lot more. If he frowns a lot in one of these, then you want to have a small chunk in that so he doesn't dislike you a lot, if that makes sense.
That's great! How's it go again? You're wasting your breath. What a great story. What nonsense. Really? Is that so? Remarkable. Oh, I don't talk such rot. You can't scare me. What a great... Oh, don't waste your flattery on me. That's great. Don't try to manipulate. Is that so? You're good.
Okay, so I can't make him like me anymore unless I bribe him.
May I interest you in some of my fine ware?
I'm low on gold, so I'm not going to try to do that. Oh, I neglected to put on those iron boots.
You don't expect me to make that...
So I'm asking too much from him, so I need to go and dial it back a bit.
You drive...
I'll just steadily increase it as I sell until I reach the wall.
A good price.
Just keep increasing it until it tells you that it's not a good deal.
You drive a hard...
And he'll like you more and more as you do business more with him. So it'll make it easier to increase the disposition.
I can't make that.
See, if you make a bad deal, his disposition will start going down. So it's good to keep a good relationship with the people you sell stuff to.
An excellent... An excellent... I'm going to sell these alchemical ingredients because I'm not going to do alchemy. Sell these arrows because I don't do arrows. Probably can sell this shaman staff because it only does 5 shock damage. That's pretty pathetic. Okay, so now I have to get out of here before he calls the guards. Farewell.
Because if you remember, I was actually trespassing there. He doesn't want people to come in and buy his stuff. Ah, so here are the vineyards. Oh, here's Maik the Liar. He runs in between cities. He's really fast. So you kind of have to just meet him, because you can't chase after him. Look at him. I think he got a little bit lost there. Oh, he's running from an enemy. And this is the guy who's running from. Come back here, you coward. Yeah, that's right. High elves are better than dark elves. So this thing over here is an alien well. It gives you certain boosts to your magicka, I think. Yeah, to your maximum magicka, I believe. Yep. And of course, it's dependent on your level, like everything else in this game. Wait, did I ever buy repair hammers? That was the whole reason I went in there, and I forgot to. So Okay, I'll just get some more when I go to Kvatch. See, something keeps making my FOV go down. I don't know what it is. Crap, I just walked right into that. The good thing about claymores is they have lots of reach. So it makes it harder for enemies to avoid you. That's Crashman's theme. Why am I singing Crashman's theme? Well, take a guess. Well, I guess the upside to this is I can go back in here and buy some hammers.
What? May I interest you in some of my fine wares?
See, I'll buy about 10 of them.
You bought... Farewell.
Right. So I don't feel like walking to Kvatch anymore. I'm just going to fast travel. Game crashes have a way of ruining my enthusiasm.
Come on! Run while there's still time! The guard still holds the road, but it's only a matter of time before they're overwhelmed. God's blood? You don't know, do you? Daedra overran Kvatch last night. There were glowing portals outside the walls, gates to Oblivion itself. There was a huge creature, something out of a nightmare, came right over the walls, blasting fire. They swarmed around it, killing. Go and see for yourself. Kvatch is a smoking ruin. We're all that's left. Do you understand me? Everyone else is dead. It was Savli and Matthias. Some of the other guards helped some of us escape. They cut their way out, right through the city gates. Savlian says they can hold the road. No, I don't believe him. Nothing can stop them. If you'd seen it, you'd know. I'm getting out of here before it's too late. They'll be here any minute, I'm telling you. Run when you can!
So, apparently, Kvatch has been attacked by Daedra. And that's not good because we need to find Martin's son in here. This guy has some stuff to say.
Hope is gone. The Imperial line is dead. The Covenant is broken. The enemy has won.
Lord Dagon is the enemy. He is the Prince of Destruction, and the Daedra are his servants.
The chapel is cast down, and the faithful, my friends, all dead. The enemy has won, and we are destroyed. If you mean the priest, I don't think he made it out of the city. Very few of us did. But Savli and Matthias might know more. He's in charge of the city guard that are defending the camp.
I'm through talking to him.
So there's a chance that Martin might still be alive. So we need to go up here and fight our way through some Daedra and get to him. So if you get near an Oblivion gate, the sky changes to this shade of red. It usually doesn't change that abruptly. It's this weather mod that I got that does that.
Stand back, civilian. This is no place for you. Get back to the encampment at once. We lost the damn city. That's what happened! It was too much. Too fast. We were overwhelmed. Couldn't even get everyone out. There are still people trapped in there. Some made it to the chapel, but others were just run down in the streets. The Count and his men are still holed up in the castle. And now we can't even get back into the city to help them, with that damned Oblivion gate blocking the way. The only thing we can do, we'll try to hold our ground, that's what. If we can't hold this barricade, those beasts could march right down and overrun the encampment. I have to try and protect the few civilians that are left. It's all I can do now. You want to help? You're kidding, right? If you're serious, maybe I can put you to use. It'll likely mean your death, though. Are you sure? I don't know how to close this gate, but it must be possible, because the enemy closed the ones they opened during the initial attack. You can see the marks on the ground where they were, with the great gate right in the middle. I sent men into the gate to see if they could find a way to shut it. They haven't come back. If you can get in there, find out what happened to them. If they're alive, help them finish the job. If not, see what you can do on your own. The best I can say is good luck. If you make it back alive, we'll be waiting for you.
So if I need to get to, in order to get to Martin, I need to go through this Oblivion gate and shut it. Although I can just, walk right past it and go into the city, so it's not really blocking anything. I've never done this before. I've never tried just going straight to the chapel while closing the gate. There's some low-level danger in here that you have to kill. It's kind of strange that this city would be overrun by these little clan fear runts and stunted scamps. That's the level scale. If you're at a higher level, you see big, powerful danger running around. But since I'm a level 2, all we have are these little guys. I've used more of my skills. I'm struggling a little bit. My stamina's really low, so I'm doing less damage. Oh jeez. Walk so I can regen my stamina faster. Oh man, that was really close. Okay, so Martin's a priest, so it's most likely that it would be in this chapel. Chapel we go. Take this time to repair some stuff. Always got to keep your stuff in full repairedness.
What's it like out there? We were beginning to fear we were the only survivors. Brother Martin? Yes, he's right over there. He led a group of us here during the confusion of the attack. We owe him our lives. It all happened so fast. It was all we could do to round up the survivors and try to get them to safety. We failed them miserably. Goodbye.
Okay, so Gordon is over here somewhere. There he is.
Have you brought help? We've been trapped here since the Daedra overran the city.
You're not trapped.
Of course I'm in danger, but I'm needed here. I can't leave. I assume you didn't risk your own life to come here to tell me something I already know. Who are you, and what do you want? Yes, I'm a priest. You need a priest? I don't think I'll be much help to you. I'm having trouble understanding the gods right now. If all this is part of a divine plan, I'm not sure I want to have anything to do with it. What plan? What are you talking about? I prayed to Kvatch all through that terrible night, but no help came. Only more Daedra. What can you possibly know that would help me make sense of this? Emperor Uriel Septim? You think the Emperor is my father? No, you must have the wrong man. I am a priest of Kvatch. My father was a farmer. An entire city destroyed to get at me? Why? Because I'm the Emperor's son? I don't know. It's strange. I think you might actually be telling the truth. What does this mean? What do you want from me? No. I'm sorry, but even if what you say is true, I won't abandon these people to their fate. I'll go with you when we can all leave here together.
Okay, so we need to get rid of the Oblivion gate first, I believe. But, I mean, well, okay. I guess it would be dangerous to go out here because something might come out of the gate. But, I mean... See, I just got through it. Okay, game, I'll do what you want me to. Sometimes you just gotta play the game the way the designers intended. So I think like when you rest, your FOV goes down.
Thank the Nine. I never thought I'd see another friendly face. The others... taken. They were taken to the tower. Captain Mattias sent us in to try and close the gate. We were ambushed, trapped, and picked off. I managed to escape, but the others are strewn across that bridge. They took Menian off to the big tower. You've got to save him. I'm getting out of here. The captain is still holding the barricade? I figured I was the last one left alive. All right. I'll try to get out of here and let the captain know what's going on.
Okay, so if I made him stay here, he would almost certainly die. But if I tell him to go back through the gate, then he can help me to liberate Kvatch after the guards storm the city. So it's smarter to just let him escape. So that bridge leads to the citadel where I need to go. But there are gates in the way. So there are two ways you can go about closing these Oblivion gates. You can just run past all the Daedra. Or you can fight a manageable number of them as you go along. What you don't want to do is try to run past them and then realize you can't, and then stop and fight, because by that time you have a whole army of them to fight. various containers with loot in them in the Oblivion gates. These fleshy pods. I guess those are like people that have been turned into fleshy pods. So those of you who are not familiar with the lore might be confusing this place with Oblivion. This is not really... It's not really accurate to call this Oblivion. It's a plane of Oblivion. It's specifically Vineyards. It's a plane of Oblivion. It's called the Deadlands. Deadlands are the hellish-looking plane, and there are other planes that don't look like this. So each Daedra prince kind of has their own servants that are specific to them, but you'll find all kinds of Daedra creatures in here. See, scamps. I think scamps are supposed to be... Scamps are supposed to be either Sheogorath servants or Clavicus vials. No, wait. No, that's the Golden Saints that are Sheogorath servants. I think the scamps are Clavicus vials servants. Yeah, but you'll find all kinds of different Daedra creatures in the Deadlands. But Vineyards is the Daedric Prince of Destruction and Ambition. So since he's so ambitious, he's probably been able to get other types of Daedra that normally are associated with him to work for him. Because the Daedra that are associated with him are the Dremora. I don't think we've run across any Dremora yet in this playthrough. But we will once we get into here. The Dremora in this game are pretty similar to the Dremora in the last game. Except that in this game, we actually have lines of dialogue. Which is pretty interesting. I actually prefer the way they look in but, you can judge for yourself as soon as we go and see one. Okay, the music's telling me that I'm in combat, but I don't see any enemies. There's probably one up there. What I need to do is get to the top of this citadel and grab a sigil stone, because the sigil stone is what anchors the gate to Oblivion to Tamriel. So once that's gone, the gate ceases to exist. But fortunately, it doesn't make you cease to exist. It just teleports you back to Tamriel. The place where the gate used to be. Never really explained why that is. And you'd think that you'd just be trapped in Oblivion as soon as that happens, but I don't know. Maybe there's some lore nerd out there who has an explanation for it. If you do, please tell me. I'd be very interested to know how you explain that. So this is the spellcasting variety of Dremora. Other Dremora wear, whoops, they wear Daedric-looking armor. I say Daedric-looking because it's not really Daedric. It's Dremora armor. It doesn't have the stats of Daedric armor. Should probably be hotkeying some of my items. See, I'll hotkey my spells. So this kind of introduces you to traps that you'll find in Oblivion. See, because this dead body is here and it's making it go off repeatedly. You just have to keep an eye out so they don't kill you. That's right, I have to go through here. Go into here so I can get a key to get to the upper levels. Let's repair my stuff.
In the cage! Over here!
You should not be here, mortal! Your blood is forfeit! Your flesh is mine!
I love their voices.
To me.
Ow! In the cage! Over here! Ah!
The Tremoras look pretty scary, but they're usually
Over
one
here.
of the easier types of danger to kill.
Quickly, quickly, there's no time. You must get to the top of the large tower. The Sigil Keep, they call it. That's what keeps the Oblivion Gate open. Find the Sigil Stone. Remove it and the gate will close. Hurry! The Keeper has the key. You must get the key.
I've already got the key. So this guy's pretty much just going to be stuck here for all eternity because there's no way to open this cage. And he's essential, which means he can't die. So I can't even put him out of his misery. Oh well. Okay, let's see. I think this is the best door to go through. Like a bunch of flesh and it pulsates. Well, it's not really pulsating, it's just kind of... Oh yeah, it is pulsating. Ugh. Gross. Alright, so this wasn't really the best place to go. This was just a way to get some loot. So, I'm guessing the main reason why this game got an M rating is because of these Oblivion parts. I don't know if the brightness is high enough to see this, but this is a corpse. You can see some of its ribs, see part of its pelvis. It's all very bloody and nasty here. You might have noticed some heads impaled on sticks on the way in. Here's a spike trap. I'm just going to try to lure this scamp into it. It's got to run out of magicka eventually. Aw, man. He's too fast for it. So let's see. Gotta run through it. It's kind of a lousy trap. It relies on you moving slowly for it to work. This guy's dropped some pretty good loot. So as you can see, there is some teleporting in this game, but there are no teleporting spells. Pretty sure they removed the recall and intervention spells from this game because it would make it harder to control the dungeon experience that the player would have. This game is a bit less freeform than Oblivion or Morrowind was. But to have more control of the player experience. Which I guess is better for some people. I actually thought that the freedom to have in Morrowind is one of the better parts of it, but gotta change things sometimes. Really good loot in these Oblivion places. We have got several, or at least a couple thousand worth in loot here. Yeah, we have some enchanted items here. Anything that's enchanted in this game is automatically worth like a hell of a lot more. It's a good way to collect money. So here's the sigil stone. I get to keep it after I take it. So, what sigil stones do, you might wonder. Well, you can basically use them as a really easy way to enchant your items. So So like and it has two separate enchantments, one for if you enchant it on a piece of clothing or armor, and one if you enchant it on a weapon. So here it would either absorb speed for a weapon or fortify speed if you do it on your armor. And the potency of them depends on your level. Surprise, surprise. But I have a mod installed that increases the level of your items as your character's level increases, which is really nice because that makes it so the game doesn't punish you if you collect items early on in the game, because there are certain quest rewards you can get, and if you get them at a low level, then you'll never be able to get the better, higher level version of the quest reward. So if you don't know what level you're supposed to be at to get the best version of it, then you're stuck with the crappy version of it. So I thought it was very nice that somebody made a mod to increase the level of items.
It's the smell. Smoke. Close the gate. I knew you could do it. This is our chance to launch a counterattack. I need you to come with us. You've got far more combat experience than these men. Are you able to join us now? I can wait, but not for long. We've got to move quickly before they have a chance to barricade the city gate. For Kvatch!
Okay, so this has been going on for quite a while now, and I probably shouldn't do this right now, because I need to rest and level up. But they can wait. So next time, I will level up and then liberate Kvatch. Until then.